Okay, good morning, guys. Today is going to be a little bit of a different day. I don't can tell where I'm at right now. Been here before one time in my videos. I'm here at Bedok Reservoir. Doing some fishing today, of course, freshwater. But the plan today is very different from usual. So the whole story today is that today I actually managed to drive here. So the plan would be that we'll fish here in the morning right now. We'll just see what we can catch. Hopefully we can catch something. But here's the catch. So right about maybe 2 hours from now, it's gonna be where the tide starts to rise, like for saltwater. So we're gonna head to another spot afterwards. So today is like both fresh and salt. So now it's gonna be the freshwater time lah. Once again, we are not here that early, but nonetheless, it's still very nice early in the morning. Water is very calm, very peaceful. So we're gonna get started right away. Hopefully we get something. I think I'll probably start with the popper fly I showed you in the last video. So see you guys.
It's really just there.
Let me show my. Okay guys, we're back, get started right. But then the moment I turned around and then I saw this. So I don't know what to feel anymore. I better make hay while the sun shines. I want to see a hard one here just now. Hey, the terrapin is there lah, eh? Oh no, it's gone. Okay, so much for that. Mr. Harwan is gone. Okay, we're here at spot number 1. Hopefully it goes well. So I'm thinking right off by the banks.
I haven't even reached the water yet.
Yeah guys, you heard the man. It is starting to rain a bit. You can feel the water droplets. What a day, man, seriously. Now, that's a sound that I don't want to hear, but I guess it has happened. It is pouring. I mean, if you think about it, like, you know, sometimes you just set the day, you know, to be today. You just tell yourself, you know, I'm gonna go fishing on this day. You know, you make time for yourself, and then this happens. Wow, it's a total bummer, you know. Yeah, I guess I should make a stop first. Wait till maybe after the showers, and we'll see. Well, what a start! I guess what a start. Yeah, this sucks, man. This sucks big time. Like, come on! I mean, stay up there. Stay out there. That you be the best that ever was. Hey, welcome back. So as you can see, it's we're all drenched. Both me and Hong are both drenched. Back at square one where we started off from the car park. So yeah, no choice. We hardly got into, like, I think not even 5 minutes of fishing, and then it just started to pour right away. So that kind of sucks, but no choice, just gotta wait it out until it stops. We'll see, probably go get some food now, and if time permits, we'll hopefully be able to catch some pickup bass from here, because it is supposed to be a fresh and saltwater day, so it would be a shame if we didn't get the fresh part. Not that I'm confident of getting the salty part lah, but already if one is down, then what's the point, right? So see you guys. And we're back. So just to give us a little update, so actually we were on good track to come to this spot. Traffic was quite smooth, had a nice drive here, only to find the following. Yeah, right there. So I don't know if you guys can see, but essentially I can't go to that place. It's some protected place for some army training ground or something, because I mean, from the looks of it, I could come in through, I saw through Google Maps, and well, guess not. So now just kind of trying to brainstorm to find another spot to go to. Not really sure where to go, but we'll have something in mind for sure. So just stick with us and I'll see you guys. So you must be confused. Why is there no background noise? There's no wind noise. There's no sound of the waves. Well, unfortunately, I think you might have guessed it. I got crappy audio issues again. Not the first time. I don't think it's gonna be the last time, but it's just something that I get irritated by so much, and more so this time around, because this time around quite a big chunk of important footage was just had faulty audio, so I couldn't use any of that. So that being said, this is me, of course. I'm at my second spot. I would say it's second spot for the day. So we're done with the freshwater part now. Now we're at the saltwater grounds. So at this point in time, it's what the tide is not the tide. It's still low tide, I guess. Tide has been rising for about an hour already. So me and my friend, we are both just chilling. So we've come to this area where it looks like there's a tidal gate, right? So we were pretty excited for one thing, because the tidal gates were open, and what that meant was the reservoir was actually releasing water out into the sea. Now, to me, this was a great opportunity, because you never know, when the water flushes out like that. For one, it creates turbulence, and I'm sure fish are very opportunistic as well. So I'm sure that they'll be back in my head, I was like, there's bound to be some fish just hanging around in these currents and stuff. So as you can see, I am hooked up with my first lure of the day. My first lure of choice is a topwater bait. So that's what I started doing for at least the first few casts. So as I was just fishing around with my topwater bait, I noticed that there was actually some activity around. I couldn't really tell what it was at the point in time. Just stuff breaking the surface. I don't know if you can see from the video, there are quite a few shots of some fish doing that. So I decided to just stop the topwater and just switch to a minnow lure. Okay, so here's the interesting part. So as I was working the minnow lure at quite a fast speed, I noticed that certain things would chase, but I couldn't really make out what they were. Now these fish weren't that big, I could see, because the water is kind of murky, but it's not that bad. But I could make out some stuff they were just chasing, but I really couldn't just make out what they were. So knowing this, I knew I had to make a secondary lure change. Now at this point in time, a thought came into my mind, which was, previously, if you remember in one of my videos, I actually fished for tarpon before. I was thinking to myself, hey, could these small fish be tarpon? Fits the bill, right? Small, silvery, why not? So instinctively, I hooked up the previous lure that I had used to catch that one tarpon in my previous video. So I fished to that lure. It's a smaller sort of a minnow, I guess, and I worked that lure for a while. I tried mixing up my retrieves with a fast constant retrieve with twitches, twitching retrieve, constant retrieve with occasional twitches, but it didn't seem to work until this one time. So I did get a hit from using this minnow. At the point in time, I was pretty convinced that the stuff that was here was tarpon, pretty much. Or because that thing that hit my lure felt pretty substantial, but I just couldn't get the hooks in. At this point in time, you can see that I'm actually making my way back, away from this, what do I call this, platform. Now that's because that there were some officials over at the, what do you call that, the tidal station. They told us that, they didn't chase us or anything. They were really honestly very friendly, and they told us that it was pretty dangerous, and we could just fish at the sides but not on the platform itself. So we did just that. which was true. I mean, I guess it was a tad sketchy, but me and my friend, we were in proper footwear. I have to just let you know that we had proper shoes on, so it was actually nothing to worry about. And to be honest, at that point in time, it was kind of a bummer because, I mean, come on, that area has the closest access to the outflow, so being away from that was kind of sucks, I'm sure you know what I mean. So at this point in time, we're feeling pretty bummed out. So I actually just decided to continue with the middle for just a short while more, just by the sides. I'll work the middle just near to the platform because I was pretty convinced that area was where that was where the fish hit my lure just now. So I just continue working the same lure again in the same area. So after chugging the middle for a while, I realized that it was just not getting much action anymore. So this time around, I decided to just change to one of the lures you probably have heard me use in recent times, the popper fly. Now, I actually used the popper fly in the morning at the freshwater grounds with no success. I mean, come on. The thunderstorm, I pretty much only got like 5 minutes into the fishing and then the rain hit us already. But this time around, I decided that, hey, popper fly should be a good choice because, these fish that are chasing my bait are obviously not that big. So a fly is one of the best things to throw at this sort of fish. So I hooked up the popper fly and I just tried with it for a while. So I was working at, I would say, a moderate pace. I would just pop it, and what I felt was, I wouldn't say I was going that fast, at a moderate pace. And it was during this one cast where finally something hit the lure. And there you have it, my first fish of the day. And I was pretty excited because, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a queenfish. Yeah, it's not those queenfish probably not the queenfish that you're expecting, but it's pretty small, but it is a queenfish. So at this point in time that I started to figure something out. Like, the fish, I started to figure out, I wouldn't say figure out pattern, I started to have this new technique, I guess. So what I would do is that I would just cast out, each of these times I cast out as far as you can. Then the first retrieve around, you're gonna just retrieve it very fast. So that's what I did, just retrieve so fast. I know that the fish aren't probably gonna be able to chase and eat it. It's just more like to create like some excitement on the surface, just to let the fish know that, hey, I'm here. And then the second time around, or the third time around, then I'll just pop it, And I realized that, it worked out pretty well, as you'll soon see. And I was having so much fun catching these fish because the morning was just very tough. Didn't go as planned. I wasn't even supposed to end up here, honestly. I was supposed to end up at some other spot, but queenfish, cannot complain, huh? Oh yeah, this one got me at the hand, so that kind of hurt. Yeah, I guess queenfish have spikes, right? Have stings or spikes. So this one got me pretty well. So it must be mentioned that I was catching all these queenfish, but there was one point in time, I don't think I actually got this on video, but there was one time where actually, as I was popping, something actually grabbed the popper itself. So I think it was a tarpon because there was sort of when it hit the popper, it sort of revealed itself in the process. Kind of a shame because my popper fly is rigged in such a way that there are actually no hooks on the popper itself. So that was quite a shame because I had rigged this for lower salinity reservoir. So I wanted to just remove all the hooks so that it can remain weedless lah, the popper at the very least. So it was a shame because that would have been a prize catch. And that is the last fish before my friend returned from his short break. At this point in time, he was asking me how I caught these fish, so I was telling him that the popper fly was a lure of choice. So unfortunately he didn't bring his popper fly, so I lended him my popper fly and just work the area I was working on. And I hope that he could at least get a fish, because end of the day, I mean, if everyone gets a fish, that's great. And the good news here is that, so after this point that you're watching right now, the audio actually returned. So yeah, so I'll just pass the mic back to myself, I guess, and you can enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, now I switched it up to a jig. Not the best, but it's all I got. My reel or your reel? Your reel. Hey, nice! Nice! Hong got a fish finally. Nice queen fish. Your fish is gone. Oh. And welcome back. So, as you can tell, this is the end of the session. So the action has more or less died down already. It was pretty hot when it started right away. As you saw us, when we started just now, wow, it was just roaring, man. The floodgates were open and then the fish were just busting everywhere. I won't say fish were busting everywhere lah. You can really see fish lah, but you can't really tell what it was at that point in time. So, turned out to be a good mix of tarpon and queenfish. So we only caught the queenfish today, didn't manage to catch the tarpon. I had a few brushes with tarpon once again, but this time around I didn't even manage to, I think I hooked one just now, probably, but didn't manage to actually get a very good hook set into the fish. That's really quite a shame. Because, I mean, consolation is always a queenfish lah, but the queenfish they are obviously not the size that they put up a very good fight, especially on today. We are using quite overkill tackle for the kind of queenfish lah, I would say. But still very fun. At least it proves that it happens to just tie in the fact that popper fly can also be quite used quite nicely in saltwater as well. So ties in nicely with my previous video because it was popper fly in fresh water. So a pity because as you can see now the rain is going to come back again, and yeah, pretty much the action just died down already lah. So gonna call it a day right over here. So I hope you enjoyed this episode as well. I dare say this is already pretty satisfied with today lah, considering how the day started. Like it started with rain and stuff, you probably saw in the first part of the video. So I would say at least it ended pretty well. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.